What's going on? Well, this is That'll Do It Outdoors, or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's January 28th or something like that in Oklahoma. Everybody, well, season's done, and I cannot emphasize enough that right now is the best time to scout, period. Well, if you don't want to mess up your hunting area during hunting season, it's the best time to scout. Obviously, during hunting season, the signs you find can potentially be the freshest sign you're going to find while scouting, and it be meaningful, right? The point of getting out here and scouting right after season. So Oklahoma's deer season ends January 15th. And so it's January 28th, and I'm out here looking at a new spot. I've still got cameras and some stands I've got to go get, but all of that can be done later. Right now, I have got to prepare for next year. If you guys watched my most recent video, you'll see that hell of a buck I killed. Waiting to get it from the taxidermist, but I tagged out this year. Public land. I hunt with a crossbow. I understand it's not as difficult as compound, but I've hunted enough in my life and know enough hunters that it's hard enough just getting on a deer of a lifetime, big buck. You know, I could mention all the excuses in the world, but really it just comes down to, are you being legal? Okay. Are you doing what's right? And then, do you care about what another man thinks? Are you gonna live your life off of what someone else thinks? I find I've compound hunted before, and I'm gonna try not to stay too long on this topic, but I get just as much satisfaction, and hell, I killed that biggest buck of my life with shotgun this year. And I mean, I had to catch myself from freaking shedding a tear on there. Now, it's because of my grandpa's shotgun and a couple other, things that contributed to that feeling, but still, it's about, if you're the kind of guy that, that you think that crossbow hunting is less than, and you don't get the same enjoyment or pride out of killing a buck as you would with the compound, then more power to you. For real. More power to you. It is more difficult. But that doesn't mean that I have to do what you do. That doesn't mean that I have to care what you think about that, right? It doesn't mean that I'm a POS, It doesn't mean that you are. It just means that I have a different way of doing things. So, at the end of the day, if you're like that, like me, and you find the benefit of hunting with a crossbow more than you do a compound, gets you out in the woods more, gives you a better opportunity. When you don't have a whole lot of opportunities, you got a certain amount of vacation and blah, 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 then, and you don't hunt with a crossbow because you're afraid of what other people think, man, that's a sad way to live. And then if you're hanging out with people that talk down to you because of hunting with a crossbow, dude, just stop hanging out with them. I mean, I guess it's kind of easy for me to say because hell, I ain't got a whole lot of friends. So the people in my life that I allow to be there are the ones that don't bring me down. So I guess that's a lot easier said than done. You know, especially if you're a person that needs a lot of people in your life and you value everyone's opinion more than maybe you should. But for real, man, we got a short life here to live. You never know when it's going to end. And living your life off of someone else's thoughts and dreams and ideas of how things should be done, man, that's you're doing yourself a disservice. So anyways, these woods are wide open this time of year. Oh man, I got this little 20 gauge. That way if I see any squirrels, I can pop a couple, you know. And you know, it doesn't have to be about anyone else's dreams or thoughts on how you should do things. It should just be, you should try to be as efficient as possible and go from there. This is reality out here. And there are a lot more ways to do things than one. And life and time is short. So I suggest you try to spend it as efficient and as wise as possible and as happy as possible. So anyways, I didn't start this video thinking I was gonna give some life lesson and wisdom, but I guess that's kind of what the woods do to you. So anyways, I will try and record what I find and try to find a meaningful way to relay the information to you guys. So I appreciate you watching, and this is the first time saying this, but subscribe if you don't mind, and follow along if you are interested in it. So talk to you guys in a little bit.